What's coming up for next week? And I guess I'm going to use the term week broadly. I'm going to use it in the Beatles sense of 8 days a week here.
Yeah, that's kind of where we are. First, we should point out, because obviously we're keeping an eye on Manchester City. The City hosts Palace. That's fine. They're finally making up that game from the Carabao Cup weekend. City Palace will be Wednesday on USA Network here in the US. So that'll be a mid-afternoon game because it's midweek, so nighttime, prime time, and in the UK. That sets us up for Arsenal Monday against Burnley. That's going to be next Monday. So not tomorrow Monday, but the following Monday. Right. It is our home finale. It'll be somewhere on the NBC universe of networks. And just a note, again, I don't think this will happen because Palace is rotating and all that stuff. If City drop points on Wednesday, a draw or a loss, doesn't matter. If they drop points, a win against Burnley would clinch the title.
That's exciting.
I don't think it's going to happen. I think City's going to beat Palace. I think Palace is rotating and prepping for the Europa League final. Good for them, but just something to keep in mind for everyone. If they drop points, the trophy's probably in the building on Monday. That's all I'm going to say.
Now, let me ask you, we talked about earlier with our game against Palace in a couple weeks, that's our season finale, that their mind is all on Europa League final. We don't expect much from them as far as lineup, that they're going to be resting their best players. How much is that the case this week against City, like a couple weeks out?
I mean, they're going to be careful. Like, I don't think you're going to see a fully rotated lineup necessarily, but they are, I think, going to be careful. And so it wouldn't surprise me more if you start to see some guys get pulled off earlier. Like, some of their regular starters maybe get pulled off at 60 minutes, 60 or 70 minutes. So it might be a case where they do that or just try some different things. Or guys who, because we've seen this too, some of our players kind of run ourselves into the ground. A guy normally he would start against City, but honestly, he needs a breather. And because Palace has been doing the 2 games a week thing now for a good chunk of their season, and their roster is nowhere near as deep as ours or City's. So I could easily see them even rotating at this stage just to get guys some breathers. But City's going to have to be careful too. They play Palace on Wednesday. They play Chelsea on Saturday for the FA Cup. And then they play, I think it's Brentford. They play another makeup game in the Premier League on Tuesday, the day after we play Burnley. So there's another scenario. Arsenal beats Burnley. City drops points to Bournemouth because they just played Brentford.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
That might be that again. We're at that point where the numbers, that's the numbers we're looking at. It could be it's prepare yourselves, Arsenal fans. The math is involved. The math is simple now. So
the math is simple. Only 2 games left to play, or maybe 3 if you're City. Yeah. Oh boy.